Welcome back to G Fun Facts Online, where we dive into the most amazing discoveries from our world and beyond. Today, we're rewriting a chapter of prehistoric life. Imagine a group of formidable land-dwelling crocodile cousins, thought to be long gone, secretly thriving for millions of years longer than anyone suspected. And where did these ancient survivors make their last stand? The sunny Caribbean. Recent paleontological finds are flipping our understanding of these creatures and the ancient ecosystems they dominated. The stars of our show today are the Sebecids, a group of terrestrial crocodiliforms. Now, these weren't your typical swamp-dwelling gators. Sebecids were built for life on land, and until recently, we believed they vanished from the fossil record about 10 to 11 million years ago, mostly found in South America, with a few whispers from Europe. But the Caribbean held a secret. For years, paleontologists found these puzzling, serrated, blade-like teeth at various fossil sites. Cuba had some dating back 18 million years. Puerto Rico, even older, around 29 million years. These teeth screamed big predator, but without more evidence, the exact identity remained a mystery. Then, in early 2023, came the bombshell from the Dominican Republic. Researchers unearthed not just another Sebecid tooth, but crucially, 2 vertebrae. And these weren't just any old bones. They were dated to be between roughly 4 and 7 million years old, with some analyses suggesting as recent as 4.5 million years ago. This is huge. The vertebrae, with their characteristically flattened centra, were undeniably Sebecid. This confirmed 2 incredible things. Sebecids were living it up in the Caribbean, and they persisted there long after they supposedly died out on the South American mainland. This discovery pushes back their extinction date by at least 5 million years, making the Caribbean population the last known Sebecids on Earth, and by extension, the last known Notosuchians, a much broader group of reptiles that first appeared way back in the Jurassic period. So what were these Sebecids like? Picture this, not your lazy river croc, but an active land hunter. They had relatively long limbs positioned directly under their bodies, a clear sign of a primarily terrestrial lifestyle. Their skulls were tall and narrow, packed with compressed, serrated teeth, perfect for slicing through the flesh of land-based prey. Some of these beasts could grow up to an impressive 20 feet long. Isotope studies on older South American fossils tell us they were top dogs, apex predators, in tropical C3-based food webs. It's highly likely that their Caribbean cousins played a similar role for over 22 million years, sharing their island homes with creatures like sloths, rodents, primates, and ancient turtles. This completely changes our view of ancient Caribbean ecosystems. For a long time, scientists believed these islands lacked large terrestrial carnivores during the early Miocene. But the Sebecids say otherwise. It seems these deep-time Caribbean ecosystems were much more similar to those in mainland South America than they are today. When these apex predators eventually went extinct in the West Indies during the Plio-Pleistocene, it likely caused major ecological ripple effects, like mesopredator release, where smaller predators, suddenly free from the top carnivore's pressure, might have boomed in population, influencing the evolution of other island species. Think about it. Modern Caribbean ecosystems don't have native land carnivores of this scale. Today, large birds of prey and the terrestrially inclined Cuban crocodile fill some of those roles. But how did these land-based predators even get to the Caribbean islands? The open ocean is a serious barrier. Their arrival, estimated around the Eocene-Oligocene, and their land-loving nature give a big boost to the GAARlandia hypothesis. This theory suggests that temporary land bridges, or a chain of closely spaced islands, once connected South America to the Greater Antilles, allowing animals to cross. The Sebecids are now prime evidence for this ancient connection. One idea is that a cooling global climate over millions of years might have gradually pushed Sebecids into the warmer tropical latitudes, with the Caribbean islands becoming their final stronghold. These discoveries of late surviving Sebecids highlight just how much we still have to learn from the Caribbean's fossil record. Many previous finds came from cave deposits, which usually preserve more recent fossils. But the Dominican Republic Sebecid fossils? They were found by chance during road construction, which dug into older sediments. It just shows the incredible potential for new insights as different geological areas are explored. It really drives home the idea that islands can act as museums of biodiversity, sheltering species long after they've vanished from the continents. What an incredible story of survival and discovery. It reminds us that the Earth still holds so many secrets, buried just beneath our feet. That's all for this episode of G Fun Facts Online. Stay curious, and we'll catch you next time with more amazing facts.